Hello, welcome to another Crack and Yap. I don't really have a good intro here, so in lieu of an intro, I figured we could just kind of get right into it. And today, I got an Avatar Commander bundle that I want to open, and I figured, being on brand with Avatar, I could talk about, the Avatar pre-release that happened a few weeks ago now. Let's do it. So I wanted to make this video, back when the Avatar pre-release actually happened. But unfortunately I had some personal things that I was doing in my life, so I wasn't able to. But I figured, now that we're here, I can open this bundle and talk about my experience with the Avatar pre-release. So let's do it. Crack this bad boy open. So, got a little health counter here. These are always really, really cool. I love the easy health counters. Even though most people use digital nowadays, but it's always fun to have a little one there. And then I think we have 9 normal packs, 1 collector booster, and then all of the Commander stuff. Let me see, I might have missed it. There it is. There we go. And then obviously all the Commander stuff. So I'll open this one last. I think this one has the big hitters that people are interested in. Here's the pack of lands. I won't open the pack of lands. I'll just set that to the side for now. But I'll open this last. We got the collector booster. I'll put that on the side. And then we got 9 packs here. So let's just dig right into it. And yeah, let's talk about Avatar pre-release. So Avatar pre-release was really awesome, to put it shortly. The set was very well designed, a lot of fun to play. So yeah, I mean, overall, it was just like a giant hit with everyone. I was super excited to, sink my teeth into the actual set. And at the end of the day, we ended up doing 2 pre-releases. Or I should say my friends and I ended up doing 2 pre-releases. And yeah, it was just a great time had by all. I really did enjoy the set quite a lot. Ooh, nice. Zuko Conflicted. And that, alt art. There were a lot of really good stuff coming out of the set. The set felt very, very good to play. Very fun. Which is obviously a huge plus for the set itself. Let me move these down so that way you guys can see them. Yeah, the set felt really good to play. All of the mechanics felt very balanced. I obviously really like the seeded packs that they did. So yeah, it was just overall a really, really good experience. I think for me, so to kind of go into more specifics, the first, we did 2 in one day, 2 pre-releases in one day. And the first pre-release that I was doing, I ended up getting the black kit. So I actually think I have it. Yeah, let me show you guys. Also, redirect lightning, hell yeah. So yeah, I ended up getting the black Azula kit for the first pre-release. And I opened it up, obviously, get the black seeded pack. There was a lot of... Ooh, and Earthbound Ascension, nice. There was a lot of pretty good stuff in that pack. But when I was building my deck, I realized this deck is kind of mid at best. And when I was playing it, it kind of felt that way. It's interesting because obviously black does not have the same... there are no bending mechanics associated with black, which makes it very, very interesting to play. Not necessarily that it's bad per se, but it is very, very interesting to play. I ended up with a Golgari Earthbend style deck. That my biggest bomb was the Daily Agents card. So I don't know if I'll pull it here, but Daily Agents, where you get, you Earthbend 1 twice, and then anytime you attack with the Daily Agents, you deal damage equal to the amount of creatures you have with +1/+1 counters on them. And overall, that was really the only good card in that deck, if I remember correctly. And it was really, really hard to get anything winning with that deck. I think a part of it was because there weren't a lot of rares. I think another part of it is just like black as a color in this set. You can't really build a monocolored black deck or like any sort of black deck without other support. And so really like every deck feels like you have to play green with secondary black or like blue with secondary black. And I just never was able to get nice coat. I was never able to get that sort of deck off the ground. And so it put me off of black quite a bit in terms of like this set in limited, which stinks because normally I really like black as a color. It has, you know, generally one of my more favorited colors when it comes to limited environments. But yeah, so that was kind of my experience the first time around. Ooh, this is another card I actually had in that black deck, the Judy card. Which actually, this Judy card is a lot of fun in limited. I don't think it's like particularly overpowered, but the fact that you can like sacrifice your Earthbent lands to Judy to make more Judys, it's very, very funny. Regardless, what I was gonna say, as I was saying, you know, the mono black feel in this set does not feel necessarily that good, and it makes sense. You know, the fact that there are no you know, no specific bending mechanics tied to black like there is for every other color makes it feel much weaker than I think, you know, it normally should feel. As for my second pre-release, that one meant much better. So for my second pre-release, I ended up with the Katara, and I'll show that. Let me show you guys after I finish this pack. So I ended up with the Katara pre-release kit, so I have it right here. And this deck went much better. In fact, it went so much better that I actually ended up saving quite a bit of the deck here. Still sleeved from when I did it, so I'll show you guys some of the cards here. It was Bant. There was only one card in here. This is the only green card I had, Earth King's Lieutenant. So I was mostly playing Azorius with one green card. Master Pyondo was an outstanding card in this deck. Really shout out. Katara, I had the other Katara as well. So these two cards like just carried the set for me. Really strong. Really strong bombs this time around. I think that's what the biggest change, honestly, more than just like your color combo, is the amount of bombs that you can have on the field. Because, you know, the game changes if you're able to like toss a Katara onto the field or like put Master Pyondo onto the field. And it really changes the dynamic of you know, the board state. And I think more than anything, what I'm learning playing more and more limited, what I'm learning is that sort of swing is really what you want, especially when you're building the deck. So I don't know if it was just because Bant's allies feels better to play, or if I had more bombs. But second time around, I did much better. Oh, hey. Hello, Katara. Speaking of Katara. Oh, nice. And a Realm of Code. So, the first time when I was playing that, like, black-green, Golgari, Earthbend deck, I went 1 and 2. But the second time around with that Bant Allies deck, I ended up going 2 and 1. Which was much better. I was winning a lot more games. My deck felt a lot stronger. I was able to kind of like actually compete with the high level play, which felt very nice. Something I'm not usually able to do. But yeah, so talk a little bit more about that Bant Allies deck. Allies seems really strong. I mean, obviously it seems really strong in this set. This set's kind of built around allies. It seems like what the set... I mean, obviously when you're watching Avatar, a lot of Avatar cares about the allies in terms of like the story, right? It follows Aang and the gang. So obviously allies was going to be a pretty big part of the set. But I didn't realize how strong... Ooh, nice, a little dragon token there. I didn't realize how strong allies was going to be. Man, allies, like, anytime I played against an allies deck or like a blue, white, green combo deck, a combination of those three colors, it just felt so strong. It felt like I was getting outpaced by anything. Ooh, nice, combustion technique. That's really cool. Shares the art with the other one too. Yeah, it just felt like I was getting outclassed every single time. Which, you know, that's a part of it. But yeah, it's just allies felt very strong this set. I think it's kind of like an obvious case because of the fact that, you know, Avatar is kind of based around looking at your allies. So that's how I felt. Overall, like I said, overall the actual pre-release was a lot of fun. Both decks that I built, I was happy with how I built it. It just felt that one was definitely way stronger than the others, and that's okay. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you open the rares that you need for one deck, and sometimes you just don't. And that is how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, highly recommend. Definitely it's definitely a set that I plan to continue to draft more. I have a bunch of boxes that I bought that I'm going to be drafting with some friends using those boxes. Yeah, this set just felt very good. Everything felt very balanced, very fun. All the mechanics, all the bending mechanics felt very good. And so it was just an out of the park set. Definitely happy that they did this set justice, so to speak. Yeah, I just very happy about it. Well done. Hats off to the creators of the set. All right, here we go. So here is the collector booster. I will stop talking about pre-release and do this collector booster. I do find it interesting that the collector boosters have the little like come in with the jump starter stuff. That's really cool. Cloud Shift. I think Cloud Shift is interesting. It's just like Ephemerate, but somewhat better. I shouldn't say better. I think Ephemerate's also one white instant, but it's cool to see another Ephemerate style. I want to build a Blink deck eventually is what I'm trying to say. And it's good to have that Ephemerate effect. Alright, here we go. Here's our token. Wartime Protesters. Tarnished Citadel. Ooh. 1 mana of any color. Land does 3 damage to you. Fang. The Cabbage Merchant. And Ty Lee. Cool. So nothing super interesting there. But not bad. Not bad. Okay. So that's the collector booster there. All done. Finally, I have the commander packet here. So this is where the money is made, I think, out of this set more than anything. The collector booster, had I not opened it, was also probably worth an okay amount. Yeah, let's give this a shot. So the classic Signet, Soul Ring, and I shall move these here. So Signet, Soul Ring, Swiftfoot Boots. All right, here we go. I'm hoping for a Deadly Rollick would be nice. It's one of the few commander cards that I don't have, but it's hard to be upset about any commander card. Entomb, nice, that's a good card. Little black tutor there. And finally, Deflecting Swat. Okay, look, I can't be mad. Deflecting Swat's good. Dude, this art, I love the, obviously I pulled a Redirect Lightning earlier today too. But I really love the Zuko Redirect Lightning art. It just looks so good. There you go. Deflecting Swat, I will take. I really want the other alt art for Redirect Lightning. I think it's the borderless one. Or no, it's the it's the alternate border. It's not borderless. It's the alternate border with like the fire bending stuff. This border actually. Wow. But I would love a redirect lightning in that border. I haven't gotten one yet, but I have pulled a few redirect lightnings, which has been good. I don't play a lot of red, but if I ever need it, I mean, 2 of the best red protection spells out there, so there you go. All right, well, there is the Commander bundle. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you're interested in more content, like, subscribe, do all the cool stuff, and I will see you guys later.